3, 2, 1, go.
Hello, unsophisticated peasants. Today is the two-parter of our episode on Liberia, which in the first video's thumbnail is so bad it makes me want to die. I am going to make a new, better thumbnail for that video and this thumbnail. Do not worry, my uncultured swine. Okay.
Hey man, that thumbnail
Today,
was the same copy paste theme that we always do. Why was it so bad?
no, it was like this, TF2 thing.
Oh no, I meant to change that. I'm going to change that. Sorry.
That one made me want to die even more than this, even more than now. I'm gonna give you another bit of your daily dose of depression. Today we're gonna talk about a conflict that killed 250,000 civilians and soldiers. No, actually, the total killed is 400,000. Sorry, I was wrong. 400,000 in the first one, and 620,000, including civilians.
Jeez. Man, didn't think Liberia would be capable of that. Okay, guys. Also, I want to tell you guys that in episode 3, the Google Translate video and this video, there will be the links to our Discord server that you guys can talk to us in and all that.
Oh yeah. Also, if you cut yourself while screaming "Hail Hitler," I'll give you 100 free V-Bucks.
We don't condone suicide. Also, another thing.
The channel's lawyer right now.
If you guys want, and we kind of get talking, you could be in one of our videos. You could be a guest talker on a Seeing the Battle Barge. Why not?
Yes.
But I also want you guys to know that this isn't the only thing we do on this channel. We also do some other stuff. We're gonna want to start doing gaming and all that.
And not gaming. We would never bring ourselves to such lows.
I'm gonna do. I might do some like game showcases where I just play through a game once. I'm gonna play through. Okay, but what we're not gonna be able to do is keep ourselves from ever making a Gary's mod video.
If we make a Gary's mod video, I'm gonna cut myself for those free V-Bucks.
Well, it looks like he's gonna be getting some free V-Bucks. I'm just waiting for.
Should we get started? Let's get started. Samuel had taken power in a popular coup in 1980 against William R. Tolbert, becoming the first Liberian president of non-Americo-Liberian descent. Doe established a military regime called the People's Redemption Council,
which we did talk about in the last video.
Just a brief mention.
Yeah, we didn't really get too in depth with it. I'm not gonna turn down my. Actually, I probably should turn down my.
And who enjoyed it from a large number of indigenous Liberian groups who had been excluded from power since the founding of the country in 1947 by freed American slaves. Okay, now.
So essentially, like what we talked about in the last video, it's kind of like the whole thing with Australia. I've been connecting this to Australia, but it's like the whole thing with Australia and the Aboriginals. There are actually some racists in Australia who are against the Gurkhas and all that.
But they didn't just load a bunch of Indians on a they didn't kidnap a bunch of people from Australia, take them there, and then send them on a boat
back to where they came from.
Yes, after 200 years.
All through this thing, they were like, I want to go home. Why do we have to do your work? And then, 200 years later, hey, you guys can go home now. Oh my god, we're getting ripped apart by the natives. It's like, really, what did they think was going to happen? Hey, do you want to... I have an M416. I can...
Though, of course, because it was named the People's Redemption Council, and you can probably guess what came out of that. Any hope that Doe would improve the way Liberia was won was put aside as he quickly clamped down on opposition, fueled by his paranoia
Also,
of
did
a
we say?
counter-coup attempt.
Wait, I think there's something we forgot to say. We take back everything we said about PUBG, and that's all I'm gonna say.
But that's kind of a minor side note in this video.
Yeah.
Okay. As promised, Dole held elections in 1985 and won the presidency by just enough margin to avoid a runoff. However, international monitors condemned this election as fraudulent. Now, this is 1985, so this is actually happening pretty close. Watch video, good quality video footage recorded if you're doing it of just this guy. There's a photo of this man holding a machine gun and this person next to him holding an AK and biting onto the machine gun's bullet strands with his teeth.
That's what we call Liberia, kids.
Though there hasn't been a civil, though I'm gonna check the second civil war happened after it.
I mean, I think that photo was relatively close to when the Civil War happened.
Okay, coup attempt by Thomas Quanapop, November 1985. Thomas, I'll try to pronounce this, Quanapop, the former commanding general of the armed forces of Liberia, whom Dole had demoted and forced to flee the country, attempted to overthrow Dole's regime from Sierra Leone. The coup attempt failed, and Huankapa was killed and allegedly eaten. His body was publicly exhibited on the grounds of the executive mansion in Monrovia soon after his death.
Jeez. Killed and eaten.
Allegedly.
Oh, yeah, I don't think it's really allegedly if, they're kind of like surrounded by the tribesmen who have been in isolation for 200 years. Can I say that they've been almost in isolation for 200 years?
Stop. These weren't isolated tribesmen. These people had been talking and part of Liberia for since the 1800s.
Yeah.
So
it wasn't one of
citizens.
Yeah. So
it wasn't like they were the horde from who knows where.
Yeah.
They could talk. They spoke the same language. They were part of the same government, except they weren't equal.
Exactly.
That's what adds to the.
That's literally That is literally what happened with the whites and the blacks. They are the same thing. They are the same political party. They can speak. They're humane.
Not same political party.
Not political party, but they're kind of all on the same side, except we still just judge them because of their color. And then, again with their color, we just sent them off to a freaking island.
Actually, no, it was a voluntary thing.
Yeah.
It was
well, we kind of treated them so badly that we made them want to leave somewhere where, like, it was not at the time.
Actually, no.
Not at the time, but.
Just correction there. The thing is it was a thought that black citizens would better fit in Africa, where their ancestry traces from.
I wouldn't really.
They would fit in better and stuff, but that was true. Now let me get on. Crackdown on the Gayo and Mano ethnic groups. Now, one thing you need to know about Liberia is, from what I've been reading on these wiki articles, is there is 5 million different ethnic groups.
5 million ethnic groups?
I'm just making a joke. Though there was a ridiculous. You have those tribes from earlier, and now you have these guys. It's
Hey, I have an
M4.
I have an M416. It doesn't have any ammo, but you can have it if you want it.
Large-scale government crackdowns followed in Zimbabwe County, Ziolite, on the north of the county.
Hey, we should probably get going.
There. I'm going soccer
Yeah,
points,
do you think?
and then there, and then there. I don't care.
Okay, I don't see any cars. But anyways,
Okay.
anyways.
In the north of the country against the Gayo and Mano ethnic groups, which the majority of the coup plotters came from. The mistreatment of the Gayo and Mano ethnic groups fueled ethnic tension in Liberia, which had already been rising due to Dole's peripheral treatment of his own group, the Korani.
Where are you going then?
Yeah. Yeah.
Taylor builds insurgent forces, 1985 to 1989. Charles Taylor
So what I'm saying,
Dole's government, after being accused of embezzlement, assembled a group of rebels at Coast d'Ivoire, mostly ethnic Gayos and Manos who felt prosecuted by Dole, who later became known as the National Patriotic Front of Liberia. Oh,
Right.
Liberia.
Liberia.
Okay, so besides from that beauty, you also have would serve. Okay, they invaded Naimba County 24th December 1989. The Liberian army retaliated against the whole population of the region, attacking unarmed civilians and burning villages. Many left as refugees for Guyana and Cote d'Ivoire, but opposition to Dole was
Little correction. It's like Cote d'Ivoire or something like that.
but Prince Johnson, an NPFL fighter, split to form his own guerrilla force soon after crossing the border, based on the Gayo tribe and named Independent National Patriotic Front of Liberia, NPFL.
Really?
Yeah.
You know, we didn't just copy paste their name or anything.
Oh, we should. Oh, the next thing we're going to do is the history of North is the international is the IOA Ireland. Okay, and that is going to be a fun episode. My plebs.
Yeah, fellow.
That's what we call our subscribers.
I thought they were our children.
Well, you know, you can use them interchangeably. Both of them are in lower position to us. Charles Taylor's force attack. Also, force attacks. 1989. Charles Taylor organized and trained indigenous northerners in Ivory Coast. During Dole's regime, Taylor had served in the Liberian government's General Services Agency, acting as its de facto director. He fled to the United States in 1983 amid what Stephen Ellis describes itself as the increasingly menacing atmosphere in Monrovia. Shortly after, before Thomas Quanapunk, Dole's chief lieutenant, fled into exile himself, who got killed and allegedly eaten, so I don't blame the guy.
Okay, so they overthrew the government in 1980, and then in 1985 held their elections. Okay.
Yes, and then in
So
1989 the Civil War happened, and
so what I'm seeing is the aftermath. In the aftermath, they elected Charles Taylor as the president. Oh wow, he's funneling diamond monies into arms purchases for the rebels' armies he supported and to luxuries for himself. So he's basically just funneling all of his resources for
Request
himself.
Taylor's extradition for embezzling $900,000 of Liberian's government funds. Taylor was thus arrested in the United States, and after 16 months broke out of a Massachusetts jail in circumstances that are still unclear.
How the heck did he get out? The Liberian Civil War was one of Africa's bloodiest wars. Civil
Which
Wars.
says a lot.
Yeah, I know. Like that place is war torn, and if Liberia, a small little country on the coast of Africa,
No,
created.
Liberia. No,
Isn't
Liberia's not a small little country if you have 600,000 battle casualties.
Yeah,
How much of a population can you enlist in the military and have it still be
yeah.
running at it, and have the country
So actually,
still be running?
the Second Liberian Civil War began in 1999 and ended in October 2003 when
No, we
Eco.
haven't gotten to that yet.
We're
man.
not. We aren't in that narrative yet.
The case thing.
It helped slow democratization in West Africa at the beginning of the 1990s and destabilized a region that was already one of the world's most unsteady.
If you could do, and they managed to destabilize it, it's a real accomplishment if you can take a place that is noted as being one of the most unsteady,
Yeah.
make it even make it worse. Okay.
Oh, baby,
Okay.
I'm doing it.
I'm in the middle of a bit of a fight. Okay. Kahan versus Jayo and Mano ethnic groups. The NPFL initially encountered plenty of support within Nimba County, which endured the majority of Samuel Dole's raft after the 1985
Oh,
attempted coup.
LMG, I got the
When Taylor and his force of 100 rebels re-entered Liberia in 1989 on Christmas Eve, thousands of Jayo and Mano joined them. While these formed the core of his rebel army, there were many Liberians of other ethnic backgrounds who joined as well. He responded by sending two African People's AFL by sending two AFL attack battalions, including the 1st Infantry Battalion, Nyamba in December 1989 to January 1990.
Why are you
Isaac
talking about
Bowen.
army, bro?
Now, Abraham, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Oops, accidentally used your real name.
Yeah, that's fine.
Gonna get some weird man coming to your house pretty soon. Saying, are you that Abraham I was talking about in that video? Oh man, your voice sounds so tasty.
Oh yes, your voice.
Come on, get me back up. Get me back out. Okay. The acted in a very brutal and scorched earth fashion, which quickly alienated the local people. The rebel invasion soon pitted
That's why you get your
the
clothespin moved.
ethnic Khan sympathetic to those victimized by Guy on the man. Thousands of civilians were massacred on both sides. Hundreds of thousands fled their homes.
Holy crap! So there's a huge massacre. We know that.
Not the huge war antenna level 1.
A war antenna level religious massacre.
Yeah, you're supposed to build,
Yeah.
dummy.
Okay, so we had a war antenna level religious massacre.
It's not really religious, it's racial. By May 1990, the AFL
Do you have
had been
anything I
forced
can?
back to
Do you have anything I can heal with?
Joe Barnaga, still under the control of Bowen's troops, but they lost the town to an NPFL assault on 28 May.
Anything I can heal with? That you're not gonna use.
I do have 14 bandages, but that's kind of for myself. Okay, that's a good
I think
ending
to this video.
Okay. No, we haven't gotten to it yet.
Well, we're still at 20 minutes, so
No, we're going through. We're going. We need to at least get to the end of Samuel Dole.
yeah.
Okay. Just to end this episode. Which still under the control of Bowen's troops. They lost the town to an NFL on June 1990. Taylor's forces were laying siege to Monrovia. In July 1990, Prince Yomi Johnson split from Taylor and formed the Independent National Patriotic Front (NPFL). The NPFL enough to continue the siege on Monrovia, which the AFL defended. Johnson quickly took control of parts of Monrovia, prompting evacuation of foreign nationals and diplomats by the U.S. Navy in August. In 1990, the 16-member Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS, agreed to deploy a joint military intervention force. The Economic Community Monitoring Group, ECOMOG, and then place it under Nigerian leadership. The mission later included troops of non-ECOWAS countries, including Uganda and Tanzania. ECOMOG's objectives were to impose a ceasefire, help Liberians establish an interim government until elections could be held, stop the killing of innocent civilians, and ensure the safe evacuation of foreign nationals. ECOMOG also sought to prevent the conflict from spreading into neighboring states, who share a complex history of state, economic, and ethno-logistic social relations with Liberia. The Economic
I'm just gonna let
Community
you
of
finish
West
this.
African States, ECOWAS, attempted to persuade Dole to resign and go into exile, but despite his weak position, besieged in his mansion, he refused. ECOMOG, an ECOWAS intervention force, arrived at the free port of Monrovia on August 24, 1990, landing from Nigerian and Ghanaian vessels. Okay, so you have the ECOMOG, the Economic Community of West African States, and you have the Economic Community of West Africa. You have the Economic Community Monitoring Group. Now,
Yeah.
why are they called economic if they're going to participate in a war? Okay. Capture
Find out next time in Dragon Ball Z.
Capture and killing of Samuel Dole, September 1990. On September 1990, Dole visited the barely established, newly arrived ECOMOG headquarters in the free port of Monrovia. Stefanella said his motive was to lay a complaint that the ECOMOG commander had not paid a courtesy call to Dole, the head of the state. However, under the exact circumstances that led to Dole's visit to the free port was still unclear. Dole had been under pressure to accept exile outside of Liberia. However, after Dole arrived, a large rebel force led by Prince Johnson and NPFL arrived at the headquarters and then attacked Dole's party. Dole was captured and taken to the INPFL's Caldwell base. He was brutally tortured before being killed and dismembered.
Exposed naked in the streets of Monrovia.
Where did you read this?
I'm on John Dole's bio, and it says to prove that he was not protected by black magic, his ears were cut off, then some of his fingers and toes. Finally, he was murdered by decapitation.
His torture and execution were videotaped by his captors. Johnson and NPFL and Taylor's NPFL continue to struggle for control of Monrovia in the months that followed. With military discipline absent and bloodshed throughout the capital region, members of ECOWAS created the Economic Community Monitoring Group,
No, look at.
ECOMOG, to restore order. The force comprised some 4,000 troops from Nigeria, Ghana, Sierra Leone, the Gambia, and Ghana. ECOMOG succeeded in bringing Taylor and Johnson to agree to its intervention, but Taylor's forces engaged it in the port of Monrovia.
There's also, it says in here, his body was later exhumed and reburied. The spectacle of his torture was videotaped, like you said, and seen on news reports around the world. The video shows Johnson sipping a beer as Doe's ear is cut off. Well,
So
think that
the
was
thing is, no, we're so close. Why don't we just play another game?
dude, we're at
and just
25
do a-
minutes. We're almost at our limit for for this video.
Come on.
We got another 5 minutes to finish what we're gonna say.
We only have peacemaking attempts, Ulamo, attack on Monrovia.
We can make a part 3 if we have to.
Come on.
Yeah, though we have the thing right now. Why don't we just continue recording and make it into 3 parts?
Sure.
I'm invited.
Actually, no. Let's just
Okay.
finish it now. Let's just finish it right here, right now.
Yeah. Anyway, we can do an extra 20 minutes. We know you love us. We know you love us. Give us your youngest virgin daughters.
Yes, we want them.
Okay?
Sacrifice. 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 I don't have any more material on Doe, but you seem to have the whole cornucopia of it. So,
Oh, I'm just reading straight off the wiki article.
yeah, I looked up Samuel Doe, and that's what I found, so.
Okay. A series of peacemaking conferences in regional capitals followed. There were meetings in Bakamoku in November 1990, Rome in January 1991, and Yamaso in June to October 1991. But the first 7 peace conferences, including the UMASIO 1 to 3 processes, failed. In
Of course they
November
did.
1990, ECOWAS invited the principal Libyan for some kind of church invited the interim
Of course they failed.
principal Liberian players to meet in Barge, Gambia, to form a government of national unity. The negotiated settlement establishing the interim government of national unity, IGNU, by Dr. Amos Sawyer.
Yeah. No one goes haunted and no one goes.
Sorry if you hear my little brother playing Fortnite in the background. That's just a side note.
By Dr. Amos Sawyer, leader of the LLP Bishop, Ronald Diggs of the Liberian Council of Churches became vice president. However, Taylor's NPL refused to attend the conference.
Wow.
Refused
Immediately
to
killed.
attend the conference. Within days, the hostilities resumed. ECOMOG was reinforced in order to protect the interim government. Sawyer was able to establish the authority over most of Monroe. ULMO, the United Liberation
Dude, you're cutting
forces
out.
Liberia, AFL fighters. Did you hear that?
Yeah, it cut out a bit of it, so.
Who were taken refuge in Guyana and Sierra Leone. So I'm just going to summarize this for you. What they had was former AFL, you know, the guys that fought the INPL, Armed Forces of Liberia.
Well, there's another puppy here, so.
They formed the United Liberation Movement of Liberia for Democracy. and they
Should I try
supported
triple pump?
Samuel K. Dole.
I'm doing
After
triple pump.
it was
Once you come here, I'll get to it.
finance in the Dole government.
I
After fighting along with this year,
like
the revolutionary was held by another
right there.
leader, the Chinese.
Yeah.
No. Feel that?
No, a lot.
Oh, Bill. Do you think it will show up for the for our recording audience?
No, it's recording my
Ah.
audio, but it's just cutting out a bit. Just keep going, man. It doesn't really matter.
Did you understand what I said?
Yeah.
So you understand that they just committed various human rights
Yeah.
tragedies.
Yeah.
No joke about that. Every step you take in the story, there's some kind of human rights
I know.
violation.
They either
And
committed a
legit-
war crime
Look at that glitch. Look at that glitch that just happened.
to
They
me.
either committed a war crime, massacred civilians, blah 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 blah.
Wait, the glitch that happened to me?
Yes, did you see what just happened?
Yeah, I flipped on my side and kept driving. What did you see?
Okay. Okay.
What did you
So-
see?
Okay.
TJ, what did you see?
Jump in now.
Just some stuff. Okay. So, this is an attack on Monrovia. Again. An attack on Monrovia.
You know, they really
In
love getting close and
1992.
personal to Monrovia.
Yeah, Monrovia is my favorite anime waifu. Peace was still far off as both Taylor and Johnson claimed power. Ecomog declared an Indone government of national unity, IGU, with Amos Sawyer as the president. With broad support of Johnson, Taylor launched an assault on Monrovia on October 15, 1992, named Operation Octopus.
Operation Octopus.
Operation Octopus!
Da-da-na-na-na! Operation Octopus. That sounds like a Nickel show. Joking.
Named led by Steve
Okay, I think we should
stunning shortfall.
Dude,
The UN
you come here.
about 90.
Just give me it. Give me it.
Sorry.
Alright, here, take
If I find the main action, like agreement,
Alright, here's that. Drink them.
the ECOWAS
Dude,
agreed.
I
Charles Taylor agreed to a mobile from his so all of them they broke out again in April 1996. This led to the evacuation of non-governmental organizations and the destruction of much of
you can
Monrovia.
have that.
In August
Drink your minis
1996,
first.
these
so you
battles
don't
were ended by the Abdullah Accord in Liberia, agreeing to disarm and demobilization by 1977 and elections in July of that year. So, in elections, Taylor and his patriotic party won an overwhelming victory against the 12 other candidates.
I got a certain chest.
Taylor won. Taylor
Oh
won.
my god, we did
April
that
1.
100.
Charles
Of course he
Taylor
won.
Did you drink your
won.
minis first? Did you drink your
The-
minis first?
The
Okay. I'll drink that shit.
NPFL won. Charles Taylor became the government. Tons of
Dude, those were easy.
so actually
I already got it.
one
Which house do I get?
military
I'm leaving
strength
the rest.
of the Liberian military with the Liberian Armed Forces, UNIMO, ECOWAS, and UNIMO was 450,000 compared to the strength of the other ones is
I got a blue
350,000.
SMG.
So that's it. What do you think?
That was my first
Do you
gun.
think that Dole should not have died? Do you think that Taylor winning was good?
Honestly, I think they'll deserved what he got. And you
Yeah.
know, of course Taylor won. I don't think there's anything we could have done about that.
So, we are going to do an Ireland episode. That's going to be fun. We're going to talk about the IRA. I have this handy little book, so we're going to be using that instead of Wikipedia.
I think we should also do some other videos. Like, I think I want to do one on the American school system and the American music industry.
Yeah, I think music industry. Definitely. So, thank you. Goodbye. I hope we gave you chronic depression.
Bye.